Hello, world. This morning I'd like to talk about something that's really disturbing. It's been in the news a lot lately, and I just really don't understand what's going on. This world is totally crazy. It's insane. Um, Here lately we've had a lot of things where pastors, priests, whatever you want to call them, of churches are calling for the death of all LGBT people. And that's just wrong, because the church, from what I understand, is supposed to be about love, not hate. Um, the first one we're going to talk about is Charles Worley, Maiden, North Carolina, Providence Road Baptist Church. He says to build a large fence and put all the lesbians in there. Do the same thing for the queers and the homosexuals. And have that fence electrified so they cannot get out. And you know what? In a few years they will die out. That's just sickening to me. Several of his followers have also made videos defending him, saying he was right for saying those things and saying that he had every right to say it. Yes, there is freedom of speech, but when the freedom of speech hurts others, calls to have others put to death. He even thought about suggesting this to our government, to have this done to us, but he didn't think that they would do it. It's just sad. It really is. The next one we're going to talk about is actually not only a preacher, he is a state representative in Mississippi. Andy Gipson made a post on Facebook calling for the death of all of the LGBT community. Now, not only is this man a pastor, preacher, whatever you want to call him, he's also a government official calling for the deaths of American citizens because of who they love. That's just sick. It's sick, and really, I don't think he should be in the government with those kind of views. The next one we're going to talk about here, Pastor Curtis Knapp, Hope Baptist Church. Oh, by the way, the other guy, they won't say what church he's from, but they say he is a pastor. Back to Curtis Knapp, Hope Baptist Church in Kansas. If there is a man who lies with a man, as those who lie with a woman, both of them have committed a detestable act. They should be put to death. And then he says, oh, you're saying we should go out and kill them. No, I'm saying the government should. The government should kill them, not us, but the government. So he's asking the government to kill everybody who's gay. Again, that's wrong, people. That is sick. I just really don't understand these people. The next one we're going to talk about is Dennis Letherman. He says that kill them all. My flesh likes that idea. In other words, he would like to do that himself, but because he's a pastor, he can't do such things. But that's what he'd like to do. I guess if he wasn't a pastor, he'd go out and run around killing innocent people just because he doesn't like that they're gay. And on to the next one. This one didn't call for the death of anybody, but his 3-year-old grandson, I believe it is, sang a song that said in the song, ain't no homos gonna make it to heaven. Now, that child's not even old enough to know what a homo is. This song was taught to him and taught over and over and over again so that he would know how to sing it. Teaching hate to a child that young is a form of child abuse. And apparently, this pastor and his wife took off because of supposed death threats to them over this. But you know what I think it is? I think they made up those death threats. None of the death threats happened. They just want to make the LGBT community look bad. So they act like they're scared, run off for a while, and they've done their thing. They look like the victim, even though they're the ones teaching 3-year-old kids to hate people. But they want to make themselves look like the victim. The next pastor we're going to talk about, it's been a while back, around the first part of May, this one happened. Pastor Sean Harris of Breen Baptist Church in Fayetteville, North Carolina. So your little son starts to act a little girlish when he is 4. Punch him in the face and snap his limp wrist. Excuse me, is that not child abuse? Telling your congregation to beat your children because they might be gay? Sick. Disgusting. Of course, later on, he recanted what he had said and said that it was all just a big joke and it wasn't really meant. But you know what? No, he said that. So now someone in his church is going to decide that their son is acting girly. They're going to beat the heck out of him because that's what he said to do. And I hope if something like that were to happen, they would also press charges on him for advocating child abuse, because that's what he did. He advocated child abuse by saying that in front of his church. None of these people should be pastors, preachers, reverends, whatever, with such hate. I myself, as you know, I am not a Christian. But from what I understand, like I said before, I always thought Christianity was about love, not hate. And I just don't understand these people. There's more and more of them coming out, hollering and screaming, kill the gays, kill the lesbians. And it's just not right. You know, just because I may like women, and another person, she may like men, or a man who likes a man, or a man who likes a woman. You know, that's not something you can help. You're born this way. It's just something that's in you from the time you're little. I can remember many times looking at women and preferring to be around women, but that doesn't make me evil. It's just something that's always been there, and there's nothing I can do to change it, nor nothing I want to do to change it. And it's nobody's right to tell the world that the people like me and the others of us out there need to die because of this. You know, most of us are pretty cool people, really nice, and we don't believe in hating each other. We don't believe in hating. Matter of fact, I myself, I don't hate these pastors. I don't hate them for what they have said. I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for them because it's just sad. They're teaching hate. And, you know, one day, according to their religion, they will have to answer for that. Teaching hate of people. One of the main things I worry about is some of these people in their congregation. What's going to happen when they decide to say, okay, well, the pastor said to do it, so let's go do it. You know, what then? Do the pastors of that church get thrown in jail for suggesting this to these people? I I think they should. I don't think it would actually happen, but I think they should. It's just sad. It really is. It's sad. Well, till next time, I'll be seeing you on the YouTube.